Hello everyone, it's me, Khadijah. Welcome back to my channel. I've been giving y'all baddie vibes for the past couple videos. So, I mean, what y'all gonna do for me? I could very much make it real ugly in here. Real crusty in here. But I'm not doing that. So why y'all not subscribing to my channel? What's going on with that? What's going on? Hi everybody, it's me, Khadijah. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hey, my name is Khadijah Inspires. I make creative, inspirational content. Get into it, y'all. Get into it. And if you're returning, thank you guys so much for returning and for vibing with me. If you guys mess with my personality, mess with the video, mess with the content, go ahead and subscribe. Click the bell so you don't miss any notifications, and we're gonna get straight into the video. Today's video is gonna be a life update. I know the girls want an update on my life because I'm freaking Kim Kardashian. I'm the real Kim. Y'all know I don't like to talk about my Navy career, so I'm gonna keep this very, very brief. I am over 5 years, going on 6 years in the Navy, right? So what does that mean? That means that not too long ago, I just finished my sea tour and I am now on shore duty, right? So before I moved to shore duty, which is where I am now, I went on 4 months out of a 10-month deployment that my last command went on, right? So we were able to see Spain and Oman. And pretty much it just wasn't a really eventful deployment after that. As I was looking at the people that was in my command, it just wasn't that eventful after that. They just weren't able to, because of like what was going on, they weren't able to give us the freedom to go to see a bunch of different places. So after I flew off of the boat on a cod, which was like really, really crazy. It was really crazy. I went to not shore duty. I went to school in between my orders, which is pretty much just like instructions on where you're gonna go. Like, I went to school in San Diego, and pretty much, girl, whatever that hot girl summer was that boat took away from me in that month, I was going crazy. I was on demon time. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was single. I didn't have no obligations. I was on demon time. And this is before I got back with my boyfriend, before we got back in a relationship. At this point, I have so many things going on. I'm trying to listen to Khadijah. What does Khadijah want to do? And we're gonna do that, right? And so pretty much I'm in school. I graduate school, which is crazy because the school that they gave me wasn't necessarily what I needed for where I was going, but I was like, sure, I'll take it. Like, I'll take it, sure. So I go to school, and so now I call my best friend Zanea, and she comes down to San Diego, and we drive from San Diego to New York. Yes, we're road tripping, pushing my Nissan Altima, my 2018 Nissan Altima, from San Diego to Connecticut. And girl, guy, sis, bro, ma'am, when I say it was lit, we was tired, but it was lit. It was so lit because I had just started my Forex journey. And for those who don't know what Forex is, it's the foreign exchange market. You trade currency and you profit based off of the wins and the losses. You sell when it's high and you buy when it's low, basically. So I'm going to be revamping that business really soon. I had to make a little shameless plug. So I just started my Forex business at this point. And so Zanea is pushing like a lot of the ride. We're switching off. Like, she'll drive a couple hours, I'll drive a couple hours, and then we'll stop and we'll sleep in hotels, right? Because I had the budget to do so. So a couple places that we've seen was Texas, Arizona, Arkansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, which is where she's from, and there's a couple other places. But yes, we had to look it up. We had to look up what was the route to take. Baby, it was scary sometimes. It was so scary, but I wouldn't trade that. That was a really fun experience. We was out there just being bougie, like trying out all these different restaurants, we was being bougie. So I moved to Connecticut in September time frame, right? Late September. And then I'm just home for a little bit. And then I stay with my friend for a little bit, that she's here. And then I move into my first apartment in November. My first apartment. Girl, I was just like, so I'm driving, moving all my stuff. I still have stuff on the boat because when you're flying off of the boat, you can't bring over a certain amount of luggage. So I still have all my stuff on the boat. Not all, but some stuff on the boat that my friend's gonna send. At this point, it's just like, I am a Pisces. I get overwhelmed. I get anxious. Girl, and I hate to bring up a horoscope thing, but even if I wasn't a Pisces, I'm just a very anxious person. So yes, girl, like it is just crazy. So I move in. All I had at that point was my bed and my bookshelf, and then I pretty much just had this closet with the tubs of my clothes where I just put all my tubs of clothes in there, and I'm just slowly building. Like the first thing that I had to buy, I had to buy a little bathroom set, had to buy the curtains, had to buy like that. If I wasn't gonna have anything, I was gonna have that. And then I also had like some cooking stuff. Thank God my mom's always, like when I was in California, she always sent me like little trinket things like that came in handy. So I had some stuff to really like start off, and I'm still building up till right now. Like I have a vlog coming where I went on Facebook Marketplace and I actually was able to get a mirror and a four-piece cube storage for a pretty good price for me, for my budget. So I'm pretty much still furnishing. Like I had my ring light, I had my camera, and I pretty much had everything, like a lot of things that I needed. Like I had my computer, I had my laptop, but baby, the bills, the rent, the utilities, the groceries. Baby, when you get an apartment, you start budgeting. Every penny you are pinching, like it's kind of like, I don't need to buy clothes for myself. I don't need to buy clothes for myself. I don't need to buy clothes for myself. Do you still buy clothes for yourself? Yeah. But it's just like you're just more critical of your spending. Because that rent, depending on where you're going, because all I ever did was room. So renting is something different. Renting, they do not hesitate to take their money. They do not hesitate to take their money. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the next point on here. So at this point, right, I'm in New York. New York is right there. So I'm doing these castings. I'm in trap mode. After, like, as soon as I get there and I'm able to move around, I drove out to Philly to go to a casting. I went out to Philly to go to a casting, and at that point, Philly Fashion Week's casting is happening. So I'm learning as I go. I didn't even have a tire to go. I went to Rainbows and picked up like a black shirt, some black jeans, and a black pair of boots. And I had a pair of heels. You learn a lot when you go to a lot of castings about what the requirements are. So I'm learning this as I go, pretty much with all of this that's happening. So I go to the casting for Philly Fashion Week, and this is after I went to the casting for the Talk Heavy fashion show that I ended up doing in late December, I want to say. Shouts out to Fat Barbie, because she really, like, I drove out there and she didn't have to pick me, but she picked me for that, and that was a really big, like, thing for me. That was my first show since I've been on the East Coast. Like, since 2017 when I did Harlem Fashion Row. That was my first real, like, you know, show, runway show. And I was just like, okay, Philly Fashion Week show is happening. So I went over there to Philly Fashion Week. And they were like, we need you to come back for the next casting, but don't wear those shoes. Wear another pair of shoes. And I was just like, I drove by myself from Connecticut to Philly. That traffic is disgusting. That traffic is disrespectful. And I'm from New York. And I would never, first of all, I would never drive through Manhattan in my car. That's just stupid. That's just dumb. If you're not an Uber or a taxi driver, why are you driving through the city? But like Philly, I was just like, oh my gosh, I do not like driving, because in California, it's not, like, unless you're in LA, like, the roads are not that bad. So I was just, at this point, it's a culture shock for me, even though I'm from the East Coast. This is a culture shock. And So I did the castings. I went home, right? And so we went back because I had a rehearsal. So I came back, maybe like a few weeks later. I came back with my sister to do. I had a rehearsal. So I went to the rehearsal because I'm not from Philly, so I can't go to the constant rehearsal. So I had to at least make sure I made one to see what was going on and what was the routine, right? So I went with my sister, and we ended up also going to the Milano de Rouge casting, and we didn't get it, but it was still a good experience. And yeah, so after that, a couple months later, I do the casting for Harlem Fashion Week, and I got it. That was such an emotional moment for me because this is around Fashion Week. These are all these castings going on, all these booked models, all these, like, I'm a freelance model. These opportunities are not the same. Like, they're not the same for us. Like, you gotta really put in the gritty grind to get the work, you know? And then pretty much at this point, like, my modeling career is going really good, but like with my Forex business, there's a lot of catty drama going on to the point where there was like this really ugly split, but I really feel like it was bound to happen, and I feel like a lot of people's feelings got hurt in the process, and I even got my account compromised. So I've been kind of like on a hiatus because I refuse to go somewhere. I'm not even gonna bring this up, but in a nutshell, I refuse to be somewhere where I'm not being appreciated the way that I deserve to be appreciated. So that had to be clipped. But on the 15th, in the middle of this month, I'm gonna restart my business again. So I'm really excited for that. If you guys are interested in the foreign exchange market and wanting to learn how to trade, hit me up and I will, put you in the right direction. And then lastly, I am just becoming more business savvy. So now I have some of my business licenses. So it's kind of like Khadijah's trying to get to a bag now. And it's so emotional for me because, like, that's all I've ever wanted, was to have several streams of income. And it's really intimidating, honestly, stepping into the business route, because you don't know what is going to happen, if it's going to go, if it's not going to go, but you got to put your heart and soul into it. And I'm like, I am ready to bring my passion to profit. I am ready to turn my money, my passion, my goals, my talents into money. It's like, it's cute. The claps, the accolades, the likes and comments is cute, but where's the bag? Where's the bag? We are trying to build wealth, financial literacy. I am reading. I am trying to figure out what it is that I need to do. I'm reading Think and Grow Rich. I am reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. At that point, I had read that. I just finished reading Outwitting the Devil. Where's the self-development? Where is the self-development? I want a bag. I'm trying to move my family forward. I'm trying to move myself forward. Nobody wants to be stagnant. And so, period. Like, stay tuned, because the gear is going to be coming soon. Go to my website, khadijahinspires.com. Sign up for my newsletter, because that's where you're going to be seeing when all the new merch is going to be coming out and what kinds of merch is going to be coming out. I'm also going to be working on a poetry book and several other projects, because I just spilled some beans, but several other projects that I'm not even going to sit here and dive into. Just watch the work, watch the grind, watch the hustle. I hope you guys enjoyed this little life update. I am so happy with the support that I've been receiving, because it's been a while. So thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed this video, I was going to be somewhere around here. Go ahead and click some of the other videos that I've posted recently and show love. I love you guys so much. Subscribe if you've made it this far. Why are you not subscribed? Hold on. If you made it this far, why are you not subscribed? The camera tried to sabotage me. Have a good one. Later, Gators. Bye.